Welcome to the 2018 Los Angeles Auto Show. I'm in the corner right now with the Mitsubishi booth, and I'm going to give you guys a quick walk around of what's going on. This will probably be about a 45 minutes to an hour video, so stick around if you want. If not, take off, do your thing. I won't be too offended. We'll just go ahead and get started. We'll jump right on in. I have to be honest, I think the new Eclipse is hideous. It's a crossover, and it shouldn't be. I'm sorry. The Eclipse has always been a fun little car, and now it's a crossover. So, yeah, 1.5 liter direct injection turbo power plant, which, honestly, I'm sorry, Mitsubishi, but I could care less. I really would rather see something fun to drive. So, anyhow, the new Eclipse, not really that impressed. They do have a lot of plug-in hybrids, and Mitsubishi did even bring their, wow, I mean, this thing is nuts. Their Dakar truck, I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, so they brought this thing. Looks like it's an Outlander. It's been pretty heavily modified. I'll give you guys a little bit better of a view here. It's pretty solid. Obviously, the wide body and everything on it. It's got unbelievable suspension under that thing. But my personal favorite, look at the cockpit, right? Imagine driving in that thing for literally days on end, and you got the nav box right there for the passenger, the co-driver to yell at you. Pretty wild stuff. So anyway, they brought some neat stuff. Let's see what else Mitsubishi has, and then we'll make our way around the rest of the show here. But I'm over in the corner, and I am noticing that one of the things that's happening a lot this year is plug-in hybrids. There's a bunch of them around. In fact, that one right over there that everybody's standing around is a plug-in hybrid. And that seems to be like the thing of the show. So I have a feeling that the Prius Prime and that all the plug-in electric vehicles now, like Teslas and the Fisker that's no longer around, I think a lot of those really kind of push manufacturers in that direction. So you can see Mitsubishi, you know, kind of has their standard Mitsubishi stuff. I have to be honest, I really haven't been excited about anything they've done in quite a while now, so it's a little hard for me to get excited about plug-in hybrids. But anyway, that is the Mitsubishi booth. Let's go to Honda. So Honda obviously just released last year released the Civic Type R, which I think is pretty cool. So the first time we've ever had it in the States, which, you know, finally, like all the cars that I wanted growing up are finally coming available. Like the RS is here, this is the new Accord. The Focus RS is in this country now, the Civic Type R is here, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, whatever. It only took them 25 years to figure it out. But, Honda. Oh, look, they won an award for something. So, looks like Honda brought one of their, the Indy 500 winning car. That's pretty dope.
And the power of dreams is what's behind every vehicle.
Sato's car, that's sweet.
So speaking of dreams, we have for you
that's really cool. Although I do have to admit, I kind of don't really care. I would much rather see an F1 car, but IndyCar, you know, it's still pretty badass, so no complaints there. The Civic Coupe. I like that green. It's probably about all I can say about it. The SI, I think, is kind of cool. It's a neat little car. Decent economy, decent price. You know, I think they're like mid-20s for a nice one. Yeah, 24. So 24.1. You know, it's a 6-speed. You know, it's a decent car. Like, the Civics are always going to be good little cars. You know, and of course, the Civic Type R. They have all the little stuff out here. This is really what I wanted to see from Honda is the Type R. So let's go take a look at this thing. So
this is bringing the ultimate.
It is. Look at all these handprints from these
Don't forget to check out our 2018
confound hoodlums running around touching cars. But anyway, 20-inch wheels on this thing. I think that's kind of silly. That's like a big thing in the industry for the last 10 years is big wheels. But so what do you think? How does it feel? Feels good? Feels right?
You can still shift.
Yeah, all right. See, that's the best part right there. Yeah, best part of the car. No idea who that is. So anyway, the Type R looks pretty solid. What does this thing go for? It's like 35, I think. That was pretty close. 34.1. Not bad. So, Honda. surprisingly enough, they're still Honda. They still make really reliable, affordable vehicles for everybody that have options to be fun or extremely lame. So, way to go, Honda. I like the lady up here giving a little speech talking about the Accord like it's that big of a deal. Accord. Oh, the new Accord. That's huge.
Also, make sure that you try out all of our experience today. We do have our Dream Machine and our Honda Lens.
Does anybody remember when Hondas were small, like when cars in general were small? Oh, look, another plug-in hybrid. A Honda Clarity.
We would love to help you in any way. We would
Okay.
also like to sign you up to win that
Let's see here.
2018 Accord. So talk to one of us. We would love to speak with you.
Honda Clarity.
And again, as always, thank you so much for joining us.
I don't really
here at
want to
Honda,
play with
and
this.
enjoy the rest of your time at the Los Angeles Auto Show.
Neat. Excuse me. Honda puts a plug-in hybrid. All right, super. So there you have it. Honda, yet again, doing stuff that's like mildly entertaining, sort of exciting. But I'll take the Civic Type R over pretty much anything else that they had in there. So that's what I'm going to do. You know what? I'm going to pick my favorite car from every booth I go to. I would say the Dakar Outlander from Mitsubishi and probably the Civic Type R from Honda, which, I mean, come on, of course I'm going to choose those. But all right, here we go. We're in Dodge's booth now. All right. Oh, the Durango. I remember when Ron Burgundy did the Durango commercials. That was pretty funny. So, it's got a Hellcat. Oh boy. 66,000. And why not? So, starting at 27. Okay, that's a big car for 27 grand. Oh, look, and it's the Demon. First car ever with a trans brake. It's riveting stuff. Is the Demon worth it? Yeah, of course, right? It is genuinely an awesome car. But I will say, I don't know. I think something that you really can't play with and really can't drive on the street like that is kind of silly. But that goes for everything. I think manufacturers are just going too bonkers. And I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care at all about the Hellcats. I think the Hellcats are kind of stupid. I'm sorry, but I really do. They're kind of ridiculous. The Demon's got this neat little kit in the rear. You can put the drag slicks on the front there, or the little drag skinnies on the front there, rather. So I'm glad to see manufacturers doing neat stuff like that, but I gotta say, again, I just don't care about the Hellcat. 700 horsepower, and out of curiosity, I want to go see what size tire they put underneath it, because last I checked it was a 275, and that's just too skinny of a tire to really put that kind of power down, especially on a car that's that heavy. So, all right, here we go. We're going to find out right now. What size tire? I'm betting a 275. 275. Okay. So 275 with 707 horsepower. And yeah, good luck getting any of that to the ground. So that's my only complaint with those things. I think they're way under-tired in the back. The only thing you need bigger than a fuel budget is your tire budget for those things. So anyway, that's pretty much Dodge's booth. They've got some more, special editions, but they're really not doing anything cool. I mean, I shouldn't say anything because obviously the Demon's kind of neat, but they're not doing anything different. Like, it's all like special editions, like the Charger Hemi, Super Bee, the 392. Oh my God! Like, honestly, I just don't care. Let's see, Fiat. Moving on. Oh look, it's a Miata. So there was the 124 here, Spider. It's a good-looking little car. They got a Fiat Abarth. I'm going to say, obviously, it's probably going to be by the way, my favorite car is going to be the Demon from Dodge. Thanks, Dodge. And that's about all that Fiat brought that I care about. But, 124 Spider, it's a good-looking little car, and it's quite literally a Miata, so it's probably fun as hell to drive. So, yeah, 124 Spider. Let's go look at Jeep's booth. There's like all the stuff over there that they shouldn't be making, like the Compass. I still can't believe it's a thing. But this, my friends, is the new Wrangler. Evidently, you have an option for holes in the doors. But my personal favorite is that you can finally fold the windshield down again. Been waiting for that for years. And finally, they're here again. And I'm pretty sure that a friend of mine, John Williams, did some of these builds. So that's kind of nice to see, you know? You got a little bit more open air feel from the Wrangler, which is nice. Oh, that's kind of a neat, I don't know if you can see this, but it looks like the roof. It's like that soft and hard combo roof. That's kind of neat. So again, the Wrangler here, like, yeah, you kind of got like a few little details on it that I think are kind of neat, but for the most part, there's the inside, which is what everybody's really excited about. Ooh, it's a flat dash. I'm sorry, I just think it's really funny, like how people get excited about little things. I really don't care what it looks like. I want to know how it drives, man. That's honestly what I care about. I mean, I don't know what kind of engines they put in those things either. I haven't really had a chance to look at them yet, but I think the red Wrangler is my favorite. I like the holes in the doors. There's no functional purpose for that at all, except to, you know, cause injuries. Let's go to Ram. Hey, is this a Ram truck? I don't think it says Ram enough. Might be a power wagon. Ram. That's funny. The Cummins, of course, still from Ram. Best motor out there. Best diesel motor out there anyway, I think. And, you know, they pretty much at this point, that's really all they got. They got, you know, the trucks, the dually, the Sprinters, the ProMaster City. I don't even know what this is, but I'm sure it's, you know, whatever. I'm sure somebody's excited about that somewhere. So, the 2500 got some ambulances, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and Chrysler. They brought their... Chrysler brought their minivan fleet and won 300. I'm just going to say the 300 is my favorite vehicle in the Chrysler booth. I'm not even going to bother. And the Power Wagon. But no, you know what? I disagree. I'm going to go with this bad thing. The big dually 3500. This is probably a really nice rig. Yeah. Might be a little bit nicer than the one I have, but I'm opening it. Look at this. There's lights in the bottom of the seat so that you can find stuff. Wonder how much that option costs. Well, anyway, that's the Dodge booth. So pretty much, you know, more trucks. I'm going to go with the dually as my favorite. Red Space. I have no idea what this is. No clue. Anybody know what this is? So, what?
Okay. So it is made by Red Space.
So it's a Chinese company is what I'm overhearing from these guys. And it's designed to have people spend a lot of time in it. Look at that windshield. Man. All right. Well, just in case you wanted to live in the Jetsons era, that's what we're looking at. Oh, here, they got a little booth here, the Red Space. So you have a bench seat. Okay. Interesting. Always like seeing new things. Even that front end. Oh, you poor thing. Oh. Oh. That is atrocious. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. That is an awful looking little car. But you know what? I guess there's probably a market for it, so. All right, let's go to Ford. Here we go. Oh, look, they put a GT on the wall. I'm just gonna assume that's a display. But you got your Focuses, which, you know, hooray. Yeah, there's some Mustangs. Looks like a GT350R back there. Yes, indeed, GT350. I will say I think those are phenomenal cars. Having driven a handful of them, I am definitely a fan. Let's see what they, 68,000. See, I think, if I'm being completely blunt, I think the GT350 is a more impressive car than the GT. I really do. Like, for the price, it's unbelievably more impressive. Of course, you got your Focus RS. I'm not gonna lie, I still think that's a very overrated car. It's a good car, absolutely, but I think it's got way more attention than it deserved. There's a NASCAR that has Ford stickers on it. Oh, look, another one. The NASCAR thing is awesome. I do want to drive one of those, but I kind of don't really care that it has Ford stickers on it. Check this out. This is a cutaway of the NASCAR, though. That's pretty dope. Oops. Watch me knock over a sign here. Oh, I totally smell weed. Somebody is smoking weed in here. I definitely... I'm not kidding. I really smell weed. Somebody's having fun, huh? All right, well, I guess it is California. Anyhow, back to the GT. I do like the throwback livery on this thing. The headlights are really cool. I mean, it is a pretty awesome car. Throwback to the GT40.
Yeah, watching you shoot and run into things is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, isn't it? Right? Let's just follow that guy around. You gotta love it. You guys giving me a hard time because I'm walking around running into stuff while I'm filming. Yeah, so not really seeing a whole lot of stuff that I'm super thrilled with. You know, for the most part, Ford makes a good vehicle. They make a lot of vehicles. You know, I'm a fan. I think the Raptor's a good car. They're doing more cool stuff than just about any other vehicle manufacturer right now. You got the Raptor, you got the Focus and Fiesta STs, you got the Focus RS, you got the GT350, the GT. Oh boy, they're doing an announcement. So there you go. The Raptor. Got a line for the Raptor Simulator, which, you know, that's kind of their standard thing. Like, let's just do something fun to attract people in. It's amazing they put that like in the back corner of the booth instead of up front. Whatever. That is an awfully loud presentation. Well, anyway, they still have the 6.7 liter Power Stroke. What is this? It's a good looking truck.
This state-of-the-art teardrop-shaped body is powered by our most powerful production EcoBoost engine ever, with 627 horsepower and
I like that. Okay. And we're at Nissan. Let's see what they brought. Oh, look, Star Wars stuff. So, Nissan did like this, I don't even know what they call it, a kick, something like that. I don't know, kind of the same story, I just don't really care, but it's like the smaller crossovers are getting to be like really popular. And by the way, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised if the ST did leave the US. I mean, it's been hugely popular, so I don't think it makes sense for them to do that. But the manufacturers don't really always make sense. So anyhow, that's, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, the Nissan Kicks. That's what it's called, the Kicks. Again, kind of don't really care. I'm sure it has some tiny, oh, here's a big one. Or not a big one, but here's one right in front of me here. The Kicks. So they just announced this thing. No idea what it is. I'm sure it has a CVT in it. So, you know, yet again, something I don't really care about. I feel like Nissan's kind of rested on their laurels for too long. Like, what is this? Bring something I care to see. Oh, here you go. Okay, now that's worthwhile. You got the Rogue with all the Star Wars stuff on it. I'm sure somebody in the marketing department thought that was a good idea, and they spent oh God, there's a TIE fighter. They spent a bunch of money building these damn things, Oh, Jesus. You know what? If Nissan had put as much energy and money into building vehicles that were actually impressive instead of resting on the laurels of the GTR, which is 10 years old at this point, that they did actually just making something people want. I don't know, man. Come on, they got more of them back here? Look, the only thing I was excited about from Nissan for the last, 6 years, the Titan with a Cummins in it, and, oh, it doesn't even have the Cummins, it's just a Titan, but, look, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, this is just dumb. Oh, they got another one, too, and why wouldn't they? Oh, boy, they have a droid thing in the back, so you can go see the... Oh, God. This... Yeah. You know, I've been a Nissan fan my entire life. Datsuns, Nissans, you name it. They were always good cars, fun cars, but I have to tell you, I'm nothing but disappointed in them the last few years. Oh, look, the Frontier, which hasn't changed since I owned one. In fact, before that even. Look at this thing. It's exactly the same truck that I had. Same everything. How's it feel, man? Does it feel like a Nissan?
It feels like an older Nissan, like nothing's improved.
Yeah. I was literally just saying that. Thanks. Solid work on that one. All right. Yeah. There you go. That's a Frontier still. And the Titan, mildly updated. But thank God they have some Star Wars stuff on them. All right. Well, been through quite a bit of it now. Where am I right now? Oh, I'm in Lincoln. That's why it smells of old people. So, Lincoln's got some stuff here. I don't really see anything I care about. Oh, favorite car in the Nissan booth? God, they didn't have a GTR and they didn't have a 370, so I'd have to say probably that Cummins with all the crap on it. I hate that that's my favorite. What an awful selection. The Navigator, look at that. It's still a giant SUV. And it's not an Escalade, so it's not as nice. Oh, the Stinger. Here we go. Now we're over to Kia. I think I'm not even going to put a favorite on Lincoln because I'm not a fan. Kia, I have to admit, oh, this is a good looking one. I have to admit Kia's doing some really, really cool stuff, particularly in the Stinger. I think this is going to be a brand redefining car for Kia. So, yep, I'm going to go with that one being my favorite in the booth. Look, they even brought the gerbils in the Soul. But, as you can see, Kia's doing some neat stuff here. I like it. Still going to go with the Stinger as my favorite. So, we're back over to Jeep now. I think we already got Honda and all that, so I guess, yeah, we did the full gamut. So, let's see, they've got a few. The Optima seems like a pretty good car, too. I'm going to run the gamut back here. We're going to see. There's the Stinger. It is a really good-looking car, is it not? Yeah, I want to see the front of this thing. Nice. Look at that. That is a pretty car. They did a good job with that. I really don't think it looks like a Kia, and I think that's the point. But the good news is, like I said, they're doing a lot of really neat stuff, so it's always nice to see a car company change their direction and try to get things right. I like that they genuinely just wanted to make a good car, and they didn't have anything to try and, justify their the building of it. It was just like, let's make something cool and make something that people actually want to drive, and they did. So I think that's pretty neat. Well, I think I'm going to head back out to the Shekel here. The only other thing I got for you, they got a Slingshot booth, the Porsche booth over there, which I'll take you guys to another time. I got to get back to work. But I don't even know what this is. The electric off-road, the electric Hummer. It's not actually a Hummer, but oh, Bollinger. Yeah, okay, there you go. It's Bollinger Motors. All electric. And this thing does genuinely look like a Humvee kind of. Loving it. Very, oh, that's cool. Look at that. Nice. That's dope. Yeah. Well, anyway, there you have it. That's about the half of the auto show I'm going to be able to make it to right now. But as you can see, there's some neat stuff here. The other side is not all the major manufacturers, but there's like GM and Toyota over there. And then there's a bunch of custom stuff. So yesterday I met Mad Mike from Pimp My Ride and Gas, Galpin Autosports and whatnot. So that was fun, man. It's been a good show. I'll get you guys back in there before too long. And I guess you know what, right now, I'll walk you guys out and kind of show you what I'm doing. Mercedes-Benz's booth is on the other side of the show, so I'll take you over. I haven't even been to that side of the show yet. But long story short, my job right now is to drive people over this metal mountain and try and make the G-Wagon look cool, which I feel like it does a pretty good job of on its own. But it really does, it just kind of shows off how capable the thing is off-road. So that thing, if you're not aware, was originally designed and built for military use, so it is incredibly capable off-road, despite the fact that most of them spend the majority of their life on the 405 or in Starbucks parking lots or even in the Pilates parking lot. But anyway, they are pretty impressive little vehicles. Out back here, by the way, of the auto show, this is just all the food trucks and whatnot. It's different every day, which is kind of cool. Oh, here we go. It's a good shot. So there is the Shekel. This is the Unimog that we tow it with. Watch me just walk into the booth. Love that Unimog, man. That thing is so badass. This is John's. He's from Utah. But this this is our Shekel. Yeah. The G-Wagon. Woo! Nice. Way to go, Chris. There you have that. That's that direction. Let's see what happens when Jeff heads up. This is what I'm doing, basically, is driving people over these things. Talking to them about how many Kardashians own G-Wagons. But it is pretty enjoyable, man. I really do like these trucks. And honestly, they probably should be awesome for a base price of $123,600. There it is. There it is. What do you got for me, Jeff? Come on, buddy. Get on up there. You guys see how steep this really is. And it's no joke. And then Jeff gets all the way up there and you kind of tilt over the top. There's a little damping system. That tilts over and then drops down. I'll kind of show you the come down here so you can see it, because it is pretty wild. But basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm driving people over that thing. And in fact, I probably got to get in there and trade off for one of these guys. But it's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. So he'll roll down right here just a little bit. This stupid frame right on the LED headlights kind of blackened. What do you got for me, Jeff? There it is. 42 degrees right there. Oh, yeah! It's crazy steep. He comes on down, the other guy gets out of the way, and then he heads over back the other direction. So, well, there you have it. That's the LA Auto Show. Chris is back here. He just swapped out, and I'm gonna go swap in, try and get somebody a little bit of break. So
I'm gonna go have lunch.
Oh, it's lunchtime for Chris. All right. Hope you guys are having a great day. We'll see you again soon. I'll get you guys back in there, and we'll head on over to the other side of the show. But for now, I gotta throw my Mercedes shirt on and go for a drive. Peace out, everybody.